It is Weather Wednesday, and that means it is time for a fun science lesson and this week's experiment, which is inspired by Monday morning's heavy fog. Here with us now is meteorologist Catalina Bell. Hey there, how are you?
I'm good. I'm so glad that you're doing this with me.
I'm so glad too, and we experienced that fog together earlier this week.
Yes, we did, and then I was actually out of town this weekend in San Antonio, and there was fog down there too. So there's a reason behind it, and we've done cloud in a bottle before, which I've done several experiments ago, and that one actually experimented with high pressure and low pressure, and this one is kind of showing more traditional way of how fog and clouds do form. So you're going to need a couple of things.
Okay, not many though.
Yeah, I'll have a mason jar, and make sure it has a wider mouth on it. You're going to need warm or hot water. Do not use boiling water, especially if you're going to be using glass. You're going to need some ice cubes and some hairspray, as well as some aluminum foil. And also, this is optional, but you could use some food coloring. We'll do this a little bit later. Okay. And then also a flashlight. So I'm just going to use my flashlight on my phone.
Sounds good.
Yes, so let's get started. Okay, so we're going to need some foil. We're just going to tear off a small little piece. So you want something that will cover the mouth of the jar, but nothing that will cover the whole thing. And then you're going to need some hairspray. So really quick reaction we've got going here. So I'm going to go ahead and get my flashlight set up. So you're just going to want to set it up underneath, just like that. And you're going to go ahead, we're going to spray the hairspray, and then you're going to cover it pretty quickly. Yes. Okay, there we go. We're gonna cover it up. Yeah, just like that. Perfect. And then you can let it go. And then we're gonna start putting the ice cubes
on top.
And it's an immediate reaction. You're going to start seeing the cloud forming. So the warm hot water inside of the jar, it produces water vapor, which is a gas, and then it starts filling the space. And then once that warm water starts to hit that cooler water, then we're going to start seeing the condensation of these water droplets. And so the hairspray, it acts as it's called condensation nuclei, a pretty big word.
Yes.
But some clouds, they work off of the dust that's in the air, the pollution, all of the things. So that's what the hairspray is acting off of. It gives the water droplet something to stick to, and that's when you start to see the cloud form. But if you take all of this off,
that is cool.
Yeah, you can
Does it go away quickly?
So take the ice cubes off. And then you can actually see it come up out, and this is convection. So warm air rises and cold air sinks. So the warm air is coming out of the jar, and then actually, let's try putting. Yeah,
let's see what's a little green or what.
Let's see what happens there. So we'll put a little bit of food. I was gonna use blue, but I forgot blue. So
that's okay. Green works too.
Green. We'll give it green for Halloween.
Yes, a spooky vibe. Yes. Spooky fog. It was kind of spooky, actually.
It was definitely very spooky.
You know, you've got to take your time getting to where you're going.
Dense fog advisories, because it does decrease the visibility. Because if you look in the jar, you can see right through it. And then once you add, we have to add more hairspray. Here you can.
More spray needed. There's always more hairspray needed, right?
Yes, for sure. All right, go ahead and cover it up. But as soon as we start adding those ice cubes back onto it, that's when the visibility within the jar starts to decrease. So you'll start to see, I don't know if it really does anything other than just kind of making it look a little spooky, but yeah, pretty cool.
That is very cool. And look how quick it took to do this.
It's a very quick reaction, but that's a very good representation of how clouds form, how fog forms closer to the ground. So we saw that warmer temperatures for all throughout October, and then that cool air came in and it just collided together, and that's where we get our fog from.
Well, we love learning from you and together with you, and this is such a fun way to incorporate people of all ages, but kids. My kids will love this. Hopefully your kids will too.
Yes, and I'm sure Mom has hairspray at home.
Oh yeah, I've got plenty of hairspray. Never a shortage there.
Definitely.
Thank you, Catalina. Well, we want to see your weather experiments. You can send them in, your finished projects, to email to kbell@ktab.tv or news@ktab.tv.